Hey, I'm Sean, co-founder and CEO here at GovDash. GovDash is a platform that helps government contractors save time and money while winning more contracts. Our platform assists contractors with everything from capture development, proposal development, contract management, tracking of submissions, and more. Now, what we refer to GovDash to internally is the AI platform for government contracting BD, capture, and proposal teams. But what does that actually mean in practice? That means that GovDash spans the majority of this life cycle. So everything from identifying opportunities that make sense for your business to pursue and pulling in all of the relevant data and documentation, to then helping you manage opportunities directly in your pipeline, where you can customize this around your internal company terminology, and you can do everything from identifying information about potential competitors, running your intake analysis, actually architecting out your solution. And every step of the way here, you have the GovDash assistant here to help you come up with great answers in response to these capture questions, so that not only we can decide if we want to pursue this, but also if we do decide to pursue it, we can make our proposals even more compelling. GovDash also assists with your workflows, so we can bring in different reviewers and run gate reviews at each gate stage, spin up presentations, and ask questions and leave comments on our answers. Now, ultimately, if we do decide that we're going to pursue an opportunity, we can very easily bring it over to the Ready for Proposal column here, and that's going to kick off all of the proposal workflows in what's called the proposal folder. And now what GovDash does at this point is it's going to go through every single page of each and every solicitation document, including attachments, including amendments as those are issued as well, in order to extract out any other additional information about the opportunity, but also to provide you with a best-in-class compliance matrix and shred, and also an annotated outline. Now, focusing on this compliance package for a second, GovDash provides you with a few things. First of all, it will provide you with this response compliance matrix, which is going to go through, and for every section of your proposal, it's going to find the exact instructions and task areas and eval criteria that are relevant to the section at hand. It's also going to provide us with a shred of each individual solicitation document, so we have all the requirements laid out for us up front. This ties right into your annotated outline, which you can really think of as your proposal designer. So we can do everything from moving around sections to clicking into our sections and adjusting things like the page limits, which GovDash has automatically extracted out from the solicitation documents when available. Among other things, we can also adjust the exact instructions and task areas and eval criteria that the system's passing into itself when it goes to write this section by clicking into it and modifying this way. And we can do this all the way down to the individual sentence level, so it's as granular as possible. Among these things, GovDash is also going to help us by suggesting which of our contracts make the most sense to use as past performance. We can very easily change the ones that we're pulling in, or add other ones, because this is tied directly to your contract cloud, which I'll get to in just a moment. You can also do this for key personnel, focus documents, and then there's a really clean handoff from your capture team to your proposal team, because GovDash will automatically pull in all of the information that we added during the pipeline phase into our proposal folder. And if we didn't add anything before, or we want to modify what we've added, we can do so at this point as well, and we can continue to work with the assistant to help us come up with answers every step of the way. From here though, as soon as we're ready to actually produce our proposal, all we have to do is press this generate button, approve what's going in, and then that will kick off the writing process. Now, as soon as it is actually writing our proposal, it's able to produce our content because of the data library and the contract cloud. You can think of the data library as a secure link to your information either in SharePoint or that you upload directly through your file system. And it's really the foundation of your GovDash instance. It is going to contain documents like your capability statements, resumes of key personnel that you may want to propose, technical specs and documentation, really any write-ups about either your offerings or the company itself. When it comes to your contract cloud, This is an area where we're going to upload documents related to our contracts so that GovDash can create automatic records for us. And then these, again, will be used when it's creating our past performance records or narratives within proposals. Now, getting back to this workflow, as GovDash goes through and it's writing to each section of our proposal, it's going to go to the data library, it's going to use our proprietary ranking engine to find the best information to pull in, and then it's going to turn that into prose tailored around the specifics of each individual section. Once it's done writing, you'll receive a notification here as well as an email, and you'll be able to download your proposal directly into Microsoft Word. And so at this point, you have a full-on document. It's going to be built off of that compliant outline. It's going to be packed with your company information. It's actually going to come out with your styling as well. A really nice thing about GovDash is it comes out with your exact styling and formatting in Microsoft Word. So this will be your cover page. It will update any fields dynamically on your cover page or your intro pages that you'd like it to. It's also going to bring in any of your header styling and your color scheme. And at this point, we don't just leave you hanging with this document. We make it really easy for you to get to that final submission point using what's called the GovDash Word Assistant, which deploys securely as a plugin directly inside of Microsoft Word. And so I can use this for searching through my company documents, for running compliance checks, creating new content. My favorite thing, though, is to use it for actually modifying any of the existing parts of our proposal. And so I can ask it to substantiate my claims. It will go ahead and find even more data from our data library to back up what we're talking about, and then turn this into prose for us super quickly. And if I like what it produces, I can then go ahead and insert this directly into my document with just a click of a button, just like this. I can do a whole bunch of other things as well. So let's say, for example, I wanted to go ahead and make this section more concise, or I wanted to turn something to active voice if I accidentally added something passive, or spin up a table, or even create a mock-up of a graphic to back up selected text very quickly. These are all things that we can do directly within GovDash. In the case of this graphic, it will actually create a fully editable, modifiable Microsoft component that I can bring over into PowerPoint. It will come out with my company color scheme. I can adjust the structure however I like as well. And so this is really how our customers go from, again, identifying opportunities, bringing those opportunities into their pipeline or adding them manually, moving them over to the proposal side and getting their compliance package, annotated outline, and proposal. And then from there, you can actually let the system know whether something has been won or lost or canceled, etc. And that will track directly to your reporting center, where you can monitor how things are progressing across capture development, proposal development, our win rate over time, reporting on our contracts and our awards generally, and then also our productivity gains as a team. And so as you can see, on top of being a system that is best in class for shredding outlines and producing proposals, many of our customers are able to use GovDash as their workflow management system as well and drive efficiency across the entirety of their BD process. If you have not yet gotten a personalized tour of GovDash, please let us know and we'd be happy to set one up. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our team either on a demo or through an email. Mine is Sean@govdash.com. Thanks.